Hey, what up and welcome to another episode of Creased. Now, before we get into today's episode, let's go shopping. Changed my mind last second. Instead of going to another resale store, I thought, let's go to Nike in the city. Like 12 minutes till it shuts, but we'll see what we can do. Super late, but it's like 6 o'clock and I'm catching these stores right, they're shutting, but I'm being quick, so let's see. Hoping to get the 4. To be honest, I managed to catch a few stores, Foot Locker, JD, and the other Foot Locker, they all tend to stay open later, which is dope. I didn't know, but I caught both Nike stores. I was only in and out, you know, didn't really have much time. Even like Nike was pretty much shut, but when their staff was coming and going, and I was like, can I just quickly have a look at the Jordan wall? And they're like, oh no. I said, look, I'll literally look at it. If there's nothing I want to leave, like that's it, just the one wall. They're like, all right. Yeah, went around a few places, but nothing really much. So yeah, this person better not hit my fucking car. We have so much room. Don't fuck it up. Bro, Sydney parking, Sydney drivers, when I was in Newtown earlier, like, dude was, like, I left enough room in front of me, and there wasn't that much room behind me. Someone still fucking, like, jammed in that spot, right up my ass. There was plenty of room in front of him, but jammed right in front of me, like, it was fucked. And you're trying to get out on a busy road, too, it's not the best. I don't know what these people are doing there. I know guys are trying to park, but I've had enough. I'm heading home. Now, this was... I'd set an agenda for this trip, and that's going to be, you know, further down the line where I touch on that. Part of the big sell, right? Part 2. But I had a certain amount of time, and I was going to go more towards that, and I thought, what are the chances? Let's just go in the city and go shop and see what we can see. There wasn't really much. A lot of stores were closing or closed, but I was able to see a little bit of like Foot Locker, JD, but there wasn't really anything that interesting. That's why there's not much footage here, and that's why this isn't its own episode. So let's get into why we're here. I actually forgot about this, so I'm just going to unbox it now before we get into the main video. Forgot about it because it took so fucking long. It's, I want to say every other knife I use has been like a couple weeks. This was like 2 months. May have just blown what it is, but Knife by you, Knife by Matthew, which is my government name. Let's lock this knife away before I hurt somebody. Alright. I really wish you could change the whole by whoever. Like I tried to do it a while ago because I wanted to have Knife by MITUS, which is what I'm more commonly known by. Not possible, apparently. Wow. These actually turned out crazy. Was that like a velvet or something? Man, like, I am stoked by that green. You never know with Nike, like the Visionaire Jordan 1 highs. I'm not mad at it, but I feel like it could be a bit more green than tennis ball yellow. These are almost like the perfect green. I just didn't realize the material. What is that, like ripstop? The white leather on the tongue. Now from memory too, oh, that's hilarious. Yeah, the actual overall quality of them is pretty good. Sole, midsole, everything like that. You were allowed to do 4 letters on the inside with this like kind of like heavy metal type text. And my idea was to have dunk spelled backwards. Well, they've done the UNK but not the D. You'll get B-roll on that. But outside of that, pretty good. I might have to work it out. I know everyone was going with the tie-dye effect and everything. I did a little bit of on the back just for a couple hints of it, and then we got the mushroom on the back because I don't know, the rest of them seem quite corny, but the mushroom seemed cool. I'm actually really stoked with this colorway, and if they want to do this colorway like exact without the text or the mushroom and just like instead of ripstop maybe have suede, maybe a little bit lighter green. I don't know, I'm pretty picky with my greens, but run it by me, break me off something, make it work. But as far as dunks go, usually the quality's very average. These are really good. I'm stoked with these. So apart from them missing a letter, they came out incredibly dope. Sail on the midsole, the light blue on the bottom, the lime green. That lime green's perfect. Like, they need me up there designing sneakers, I'm telling ya. The leather tongue, like the mushy, everything's fantastic on these, but the missed letter. Now when I spoke to Nike, they just said it was my mistake. They were like, nah, it was only meant to say KNU. And I was like, yo, like, I remember seeing the preview of it with dunk on it. And I said, why would I do this? Why would I then go back and then delete the D? I also remember at the time, there was like a fault where on the preview it came back and like one of the panels was grey. It was almost like a glitch or something. So I'm just glad that didn't happen as well. But when I spoke to Nike, they said we'll refund you or we'll redo it, but the redo would essentially just be this, what's in my hand. I said, is there any way where I can get it with the D, or I send these back and you stitch it, or anything? No, there was nothing. So for me, I really liked the shoe. On the side of it was going to be something different because people will go, what's Knud or Nud? You know what I mean? It's dunked backwards. In the mirror or like a photograph, you would see it. Now it's an extra talking point, but look, the quality on these is really good. There's no glue stains. The stitching's really good, and the colorway's fire. You could refund me, and I could hope that these release again, like being able to design these and I, you know, get it right, or they get it right, or whatever. But at the end of the day, I was hoping like a discount code or something, but they basically just said it was me. I fucked up and this is what it is. So not the best outcome, but like, look, the colorway is fire. This is the lime green I want when I'm talking like a Jordan 1 or like a Jordan 3, right? I would love a Jordan 3 in that color, like the patching or the blocking or whatever. But it's funny, Michael Jordan doesn't like green, but we've had so many green colorways and there's more on the way. Go figure. But this has been another episode of Creased. What do you think? Were you able to cop the Nike by You joints? Were you not? These took, like I said, over 2 months, probably the longest I've ever had to wait for a Nike by You. Apart from the missing a letter, they come up amazing. Like, look at that. Tell me you don't like these. I dare you. Let me know in the comments. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, and we'll be back twice a week next week. Peace. So, where are they? I'll put them here somewhere. Oh, they're over here. How good are they? What was there? Maybe these can go there. I don't know. I feel like something was there. I move this shit around so much. Like I started off 1s, 3s, 4s. I've run out of room of 3s, so I've got a couple pairs of 3s there. I've got more 1s, and it's just fucking everywhere now. So now I just kind of mix it up and do whatever. When I was off Crook, couldn't do much for a week. I actually was gonna do like my own little collection video. So maybe I might do that in the future. We'll see. I feel like I gotta do a few more collection videos of other people before I start throwing myself in there. It's a little self-indulgent, but it is what it is.